This is definitely going to be the most important coaching video you see today. In today's video, we are going to be breaking down the key mechanics that separate slow players from high-speed dominators. Anything from boost management to supersonic movement, recoveries, and playing fast without losing control. Whether you're climbing ranks or just looking to outpace your competition, matching your speed is a game changer. So buckle up and let's dive right in. Alright, so this is going to be my third attempt at recording this video. The very first time I recorded it, I had a coaching session with two of my clients who we had a really great coaching session. They learned lots. I recorded it and was going to slap some highlights into this video, and my recording bugged. Second time, I played a SSL tournament. I won it and was going to do a replay review on the winning match to show you guys how speed was important in that, and that recording bugged as well. I think I narrowed it down to the fact that the accounts that I was using have like literally hundreds of replays saved. That probably I've got so many replays saved, and I think I had just had so many that it was like literally bugging my recording. And I also think that my drawing tool that I use to like draw on the screen is interfering with my OBS. So we're not going to use the drawing tool today, and we are actually going to do a replay review on the most recent North America Regional Grand Finals Game 7. So whoever wins this game wins the regional. We're going to be taking a look at the replay review. We're going to break down how they used decision making to make them faster at the game, and how being faster at the game helped them win, and how you guys can do it in your own matches. Because if it helped Genji win an entire regional, I think it'll help you get out of Platinum, Diamond, Champ, GC, and make your way up to SSL quite easily. So without any further ado, let's actually get into this video. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be talking about, and lots of coaches like to refer to it as this, we call it the arch. And this is the boost placement of the outer ring, or the bottom or the top outer ring of the small boost pads. So if you pay attention, you can see the circle, and we like to use this description as the eye. Like, we call the whole thing the eye, right? The boost placements is the eye. Now you can see the ball, and you can see the big circles around it. That's like the pupil of your eye, right? That's right in the middle. Now if you look around the top and around the bottom, there's this arch, and we call that the socket or the arch. So I want you guys to pay attention. I can't use my drawing tool because for some reason it's bugging my recordings. My OBS just doesn't like it. But I want you guys to pay attention to that bottom arch and the top arch, and see how, because as you can see, Genji is the orange team and they're losing right now. So I want you to see how they're using the arch, just the arch alone. See how the players are using the arch, who's using it more, and how that's helping them win the match. Right there, you just saw some players drive above it. It would have been perfect to use. Again, you saw someone miss that boost pad there. These guys are pros, winning regionals, and you can still see room for them to be paying attention to this arch more. Beautiful little shot there. And there you go. You saw the goal go in, and you saw that the players were able to make that rotations because all of them were visiting the top of that arch. Now, if you guys want to learn how to use this to your full potential, it is as simple as remembering that it's there. When you were watching this, just for that few seconds, you probably saw a pro go around it. Even they don't remember it's there sometimes because of all of the pressure and all of the things that they're going on. They're not paying attention to the arch on their field. They're paying attention to the opponents, to the ball, and the people behind them. Meaning, the only way to get better than them at this is to simply remember it's there. The most important way you could do this is by getting this aerial view. Take a screenshot of it. Even print it out if you need to. Grab a pen, grab a marker, whatever you're going to do. Print out like 4 different copies and draw different patterns to go and collect every single boost. Right? Get different patterns. Put all 4 of them up in front of you. Give them certain names. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, Plan D. Whatever you want to name them. I want you to like have someone next to you. Pretend like they're little flashcards. And I want the person next to you to say, okay, do plan A. And without looking at the piece of paper, I want you to recreate plan A, right? You can go in between every single boost, go grab every single boost in a particular pattern. And if you can remember these drills, if you can get the way to pick up these boosts down and you do it enough before you play the game, it will become muscle memory. You will instantly remember the fastest way to get from point A to point B while using any of your drills to go grab the boosts. But remember, the most important thing you can remember is the fastest way to get from point A to point B, from blue to orange, from orange to blue. Either drive straight down in the middle of that line, go right through the people, or if you want to rotate properly, if you want to get closer to the ball while still being fast, go through the arch. All right, the next thing I'd like to talk to you guys about in particular is your recoveries. Now, when you're playing the game, you're going to be jumping, flipping, doing a lot of things. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to this play right here. You see a lot of people going for the ball. You see this challenge. You see that Cheese wins this challenge on Chronic. FK's going the wrong way. Chronic's going the other way. Meaning, if you pay attention here, this could be a wide open net. And in most cases, in the lower ranks, this is guaranteed to go in. But I want you guys to pay attention to what LJ does here, right? You see him. What is he going towards? The boost pad. But guess what? Now what? He's got Magic Bear right on him. So the first thing you see him do is, even in high stress situations, 19 seconds left on the clock, Magic Bear is on your cheeks, ready to score this, he still goes for the boost. He still grabs that boost pad, and it saves him time. But what I really want you guys to pay attention to is, with 19 seconds on the clock, he grabs this boost. He's able to make this touch on the ball. You can see him clear it away. He's just going to panic, throw it towards Chronic. But there's still 18 seconds on the clock, and there are still two hungry people, Reddles and Cheese, right behind Magic Bear, ready to make the shot, ready to just close out the game here. So LJ doesn't have time to just drive around the net. I want you guys to specifically pay attention to the way that he has this recovery, because he threw himself at the ball. He had no other choice, and yet he's already upside down, and he's already landed. Quickly like that. So, how do you guys do this? You're going to first need to be very comfortable with your air roll, because whether you're in the net like LJ just was, or whether you're hopping off of the wall, onto the ground, or onto the ground, onto the wall, or on the ceiling to the ball, no matter what mechanic you're going to use, no matter what play you're going to make, you need to be comfortable using left and right directional air roll. And your biggest friend is going to be E-brake. If you are holding your E-brake whenever you land, whenever you do a wave dash, whenever you get on the ground, whether you jumped or whether you got bumped, the fastest way to recover is to use your E-brake, because the more you slide, the less friction there is. The less friction there is, the quicker you can get back to the play. And just like that, LJ is already ego challenging Reddles. As you can see, with 0 boost, he was still confident enough to take that challenge on Reddles, who's going to take a shot with 15 left on the clock, all because he had that split-second decision, because he was comfortable enough with his air roll and his E-brake. The next thing I'd like to talk about in terms of decision-making and in terms of speed is going slow. Now, when I say speed, I don't mean just going fast, because if I meant just going fast, I'd say just going fast. But I'd like to talk about going slow. There are times in which going slow is the better thing. Now, there is this thing that I teach my clients about all the time called psychological submission. It is normally lesson number 2 in my coaching sessions. And what that means is basically being the bigger man, or the bigger confidence, right? Having full control, having the bigger ego, or some people call it the alpha, having full control over the pitch psychologically. So in the mind, and you can see perfect examples of that. Now, here's a really great example. It's overtime, right? The next goal determines if, Gen G has to go play SSG for a tiebreaker, or it determines who literally wins the regional. This is their guys' lives, this is their career, this is their paycheck. And so this means a lot. And so what does Cheese do when you see FK there and you see Chronic right behind him? Magic Bear is facing the wrong way on the other side of the pitch, and Reddles really can do nothing in this situation. What do you see Cheese do? You see him panic, throw the ball onto the backboard, because that's the safest place to put it. How about trying to take it past FK, right? All of those situations are what most players would see to be the safest. But Cheese uses speed to gain that psychological advantage. He's not going to try to boom it. He's not going to try to clear it. He's going to take his time and genuinely put it right in front of FK. He's just going to slowly bring it in front of the net. But what does that do to FK? Pay attention. Cheese doesn't clear it. He doesn't boom it. All he does is catch it and slow it down. You can see him basically catch it, slow it down, and when you would want to speed it up, when you want to go fast, you can see FK jumping, going to where he thinks the ball's going to go, but it doesn't go there. All because Cheese took a little bit of time and slowed the ball down. That made FK throw himself nowhere, and look at his recovery. Terrible.
When a song reminds you of them.
It's as simple as that, just slowing the play down even when it feels weird. You have to slow the play down and be confident within yourself to control the ball when it seems like that would be stupid or weird. Can throw people like FK, who have been, I mean, FK was considered the best North American player during the Winter Major a couple years ago. Can make him literally throw himself at you out of scaredness and panicking. And now we're going to break down the play that won Gen G this entire tournament. You can see FK here. He's got the exact same amount of boost as Cheese, and he is closer to the ball. Yet, if you pay attention, FK makes the touch on the ball here before Cheese does. But before FK makes a play on the ball, you can see Cheese. You can see this little orange cloud under his car. That is him jumping. So just because you're not the first to the ball doesn't mean you can't be the first to jump. And you can see here that he jumped, beat FK in that challenge, recovered well. That put LJ in a really weird spot. Magic Bear is there because guess what? He used pads to get there, takes the shot, qualifies for the major, and wins the regional just like that. Now, I'm sure you're thinking these are very, very small and tiny things, and guess what? That's all it took to win an entire regional. So I highly, highly, highly suggest that you guys get into your replays, see how you're playing. Why are you as slow as you are? How can you be faster? If you'd like professional help on how to break down decision making, psychological submission, and being faster at the game, and things that I didn't tell you, make sure you guys go check out yagiclan.com and book a coaching session, or you can join our Discord in the link in the description. You can DM me personally, and I can answer any questions you guys have for free. I appreciate each and every you watching this video, and we're going to see you guys in the next one.